right. Yeah. What's up, everyone? Welcome back into MoarDotsGaming episode 31. We're here with our podcast we do weekly on Thursdays. Very excited to be here today with me and Dr. Fate. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
Not much to do. We got some good news to talk about. I didn't make show notes this week. I've just been crazy at work. I didn't get around to it, but I think we just have enough to talk about and regarding the whole Microsoft Bethesda news. We didn't really know show notes. It's just gonna be like off the cuff, talk about whatever's going on in the gaming world nonsense. There's a lot of stuff going out there, especially from the Microsoft side, dude. Microsoft is making some major moves.
Oh yeah, they definitely are.
And I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen. So let's start with the question of the week. I tweeted out something earlier today regarding the question of the week, and the question of the week for this whole week's podcast is, where is it? Where did I put it? It was, I don't know where it went. It's in my Gilded. Oh, it's in our Gilded. Where's the question of the week?
Do you think that Bethesda should make Xbox? Well, what was it? I think it was. Do you think
Here it is.
that Microsoft should make Bethesda games Xbox exclusive?
Yes. Yes, yeah. It was. Actually, I want to add to that question. Should Microsoft make Bethesda games exclusive to the Xbox and PC ecosystem, where it's okay? You know what that means is across the board. Xbox, PC, and the Game Pass, which I think then, because they have Game Pass on like Android, don't they?
Yeah, they do, yeah.
So you get, don't they have, and they're partnering with Switch, they can get on Switch soon too?
On the Switch?
Mm-hmm. I thought it was coming to the Switch.
It's a rumor right now.
Okay, it's a rumor right now. But the biggest thing is Android. So we got the games coming onto PC, Xbox, the Xbox systems, PC, I already said PC, and Game Pass, which is also accessible through Android. That's a lot of places to have Xbox games. And I have to wonder, like, is Sony crapping themselves about this? Because if I was Sony, I would be. They're about to lose some big games.
I mean, they're still gonna have like a few games coming out for the PS5, but I think it's gonna be like a time exclusive thing, and then it's gonna be coming over to, Xbox, PC, and so forth. But I definitely think that with the whole Xbox acquisition for Bethesda, I definitely think Xbox needed it. I really do. They need the exclusives. They just really needed it in general.
Right. No, I totally agree. Like, I feel they were lacking behind in this scheme of things with Sony. I mean, they had they had Gears and Halo and maybe a few others, but that's like, and Gears and Halo is so played out. You can only use the same exclusives all over and over again. What's up, Sleek? You can only use those exclusives over and over again so much before it's like, all right, whatever. So it's nice to see that be able to compete now, because now, even if they don't do like console exclusives, they do timed exclusives. That's a big deal too. Like, oh, you know what? The new game's coming out, but it's going to be timed exclusive. You're not going to have it for 6 months on the PS5. It's going to be like, wait, what? So I think that's interesting. Not that I'm saying that's true. Obviously, I'm just speculating. That's not true. Don't take that for it's like, hey, yeah, that's happening, because it's not happening. Just saying. But I think that the question of the week, I think, should Microsoft make Bethesda games exclusive to the Xbox PC ecosystem? My answer is yes. I don't see any reason why not to. I think Sony's been doing it for years. Nintendo Switch does it. I mean, Nintendo's been doing it for years too. They want to hold on to their first party games, and that's cool. Hold on to your first party games, but you can't get mad when Microsoft comes in and says, "Hey, we're going to do the same thing," and call them freaking money hungry, because Sony and Nintendo's been doing it for years. So, are they money hungry, or are they just smart?
They're smart.
Yeah. So now Microsoft is in a position to actually do that. And they actually confirmed it 2 days ago. Some new titles will be exclusive to the Xbox and PC. So there you go. That answers our question. And that's great. And they're saying it's unclear how many Bethesda games will be exclusive to Microsoft's platform going forward. For those titles will come from the studio's well-established franchises like Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Doom, Wolfenstein: Dishonored, Prey, and Evil Within. Evil Within games are great horror games. If you guys haven't played those, dudes, I recommend those highly because they're really, really, really good. They're fun. It's a fun game. But I think this is going to be a very good... I think a very good move for Microsoft and Bethesda in the long run. And how much was it? Like a $7.5 billion freaking deal to acquire them. I'm glad that they all said, yeah, go with it, which is great. So I'm very excited. What's up, Rob? What's up, Sleek?
That you let it happen. I was really shocked that they let that happen.
So was I. I was ready for them to be like, no. And I was like, oh, but no, I'm glad that wouldn't happen. I think, I think it kind of gives, honestly, it brings more competition to the realm of gaming, and it kind of like puts Microsoft on fighting ground with Sony in terms of like exclusives. I think honestly, this time where I'd say I feel like this console generation, I feel Microsoft is ahead in a way of Sony. Sony's not playing nice. They're still not playing nice. Microsoft's like, oh, you want to play on that platform with each other? Here you go. You want to play on that platform with each other? Here you go. And they're letting people to connect no matter what platform you're on. Sony's like, no, you can't. You want the best experience? You gotta come play on ours. I'm like, dude, I don't want. But all my friends are over there too. I can't play with my friends because they don't have a PS5, or a PS4. But all my friends have Xbox and PCs and whatever else, and they're letting Microsoft's. We have the best experience. I'm like, no, you don't. Not anymore. You don't. Maybe for single player exclusives, you do, but not for multiplayer gaming. Sorry, single player exclusives have died at the end of PS3. We started getting more connected with video games. So it's a very interesting turn of events with all that, I must say, So I don't know.
This is literally the way that I'm looking at it. I definitely think all the single player games going forward will be exclusive to, Xbox, PC, and Game Pass.
Right.
Like when it comes to the multiplayer gaming and stuff, like ESO, of course, is going to be multi-plat. There's going to be Fallout 76 is multi-plat as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like other multiplayer games might, go to, all the systems and stuff. But other than that, single players will definitely stay exclusive to those.
I think that's cool. I think that single player games, having the exclusivity to your console. And I think it was Furious Leader who actually said it, who replied to my tweet. He actually said something really good about it. Was like, why shouldn't they have the ability to have it? Yo, what's up, Crackshot? What's up? So I don't see any reason why they shouldn't. I think it was Fearless Leader said it. Let me see if I find his tweet. He responded to the question of the week. I should have pinned it and I didn't. And we actually have to go back and look at the old question of the week from last week to read off those answers. I don't know where it is, but he basically said the same thing, that they should be able to. What's up?
Check out what I sent you on Twitter. Those are all the games that got added to Game Pass.
Oh my god, the games that got added to the Game Pass are like 20 games. Okay, we got Dishonored 2, Doom 2, Doom 64, Doom 3, Doom Eternal. I'm surprised Doom, the previous Doom, isn't there, but that's cool. Fallout 4. Is it? Did I miss it? Oh no, Doom.
No. I mean, like it's already on Game Pass.
Oh, that's why. We got Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 76. Fallout 4, Prey, Rage 2, Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, ESO. That's huge. ESO, like, you don't need to pay to buy the game. You can just go play it now. That's an absolute amazing MMO. Like, if you're into I don't know if I would even classify ESO as an MMO. Like, it is, but it isn't, because the way that the gear is, it's really ARPG feeling. Like, you're grinding for specific gear. to get things done. It's very, very, very cool in the sense of how they do gear. Because one day you could be like, I don't want to be like this anymore, and go farm totally different gear and make a whole different build. Like the builds are actually very cool in the ESO, and it has an ARPG feel to it, which is very neat. The Evil Within, Wolfenstein, the Old Blood Wolfenstein, and then Wolfenstein Young Blood. Like that's just, it's there's a lot of stuff here, man. It's 20 games that, you know, maybe people haven't played yet. I highly recommend playing the Dishonored series. I wasn't a big fan of Dishonored 2. It was okay, but the first one was absolutely amazing. Dooms, if you never played Dooms, which I don't know how you didn't play Dooms, but if you didn't play Dooms, go play Doom. The Fallout, I think Fallout Vegas is the best Fallout. Fallout 4 is okay. I think Fallout 3 is better, and Fallout 4 is just the reverse story of Fallout 3. But I'm not overly a fan of Fallout. Fallout 76, I'm okay with it. Prey, never played. Rage 2, Rage 1 was better, but Rage 2 is decent. Rage 2 decent. Give it a shot. I mean, if you have Game Pass, play it. I think you'll like it. It wasn't for me. I thought first one was better. Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, dudes, if you have never played any of those Elder Scrolls, go play them when they hit Game Pass. Go. Don't even watch this podcast. Go play those games. Like, they are iconic in what RPGs in Bethesda, you know, Bethesda, besides Fallout 76 being total trash when it launched, and it's actually gotten a little bit better, or much better, I should say. Morrowind and Oblivion are just amazing games, and then Skyrim just took it to a whole new level. So if you haven't played any of these, like, go play them, especially Skyrim, dude. Like, Skyrim just was mind-blowingly good. And is it the Legendary Edition that they threw on here? It looks like it's a Legendary Edition.
Yeah, it is legendary.
Nice. So you're getting to play all the DLCs too, which is cool. And Elder Scrolls Online, we were just talking about that one. If you've never played the Elder Scrolls Online, dude, it's a buy to play game, but now it's on Game Pass, which is pretty cool.
Sorry, it's special edition.
Okay, that's still a lot of stuff in there. You still get all the DLC, don't you? All a lot of the DLC in there. So, which is great. But ESO is a great game. If you enjoy MMOs with like a touch of like ARPG on top of it, because it's definitely like ARPG. I'll have this argument with anyone. Like the way that the gear is set up and the way you can like craft your gear and really critique it down to how you really want to play with your abilities. It's very ARPG-ish on top of an MMORPG. So there's some really good titles here. I highly recommend checking them all out when you can, you know, Game Pass. That's very cool. I'm very excited for what this is going to mean for gaming. I think it's a big change for gaming, honestly. I think it's a nice change. So I would love to play the trailer you dropped me earlier, dude, because it has copyrighted music on it. We can't play it because DMCA would be like, you can't play it. You now owe us like $50 million because you play it to like 7 people. I'm like,
I mean, you can play without the sound.
That's cool. That's true. We could. What was it?
How about you?
All right. So what the frick is happening here? All right, we're gonna mute this, but because we can't, even though, and it kind of screws everything. It just screws up everything. Put the music in the background, help. But because I'm not dealing with, I doubt we'll get hit. But you know.
Nah, I don't think we will.
Whatever. We're gonna play with.
The music is off. We're good. But just a heads up, it's not showing up on.
It's not showing up on stream.
No.
Web
browser.
I hate when OBS does this. I said 3 times. Full screen, HD 60s. And sometimes it switches over and then sometimes it switches back. I'll restart this. Here we go. And then I'll do
technical difficulties.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing that one. Okay. I made myself smaller and the screen bigger. Doing good, Danny. You know, we're watching. So everyone who's listening on this, we're watching a little. Oh, it sucks because you need the sound because they all have like clips of different videos coming from it.
Is that the one I sent you today?
Yeah. Oop.
You sure?
I thought it was. Maybe not. Oh, this isn't it.
No, it's not.
I don't know which one you sent me then. Oh, that's one. I got it.
Yeah.
Oops. There we go. It was just very cool. The quick edits were great, and I loved it. It was very cool with like the Gears of how they use Gears of War to kind of like use their screens to show the other games that are out there. It was very cool and very quick edits. I love the quick edits.
Oh, I agree.
And
they definitely went all out with it.
They did, and they used a lot of the other games transitions to work the other like they didn't even make transitions. They used a lot of the game's transitions to transition to other games. It was very cool. Ah, Khajiit. The Khajiit, man. The Khajiit are like the best. Khajiit got the wares if you've got the coin. I love Khajiit. What? Oh, State of Decay. I never played State of Decay. Rage is cool.
Really fun game.
Was it? Sea of Thieves. I didn't play that either. This was that. Prey is very cool. But the game that you need to check out is the first Dishonored. Like the first Dishonored was really, really neat. So how he used that freaking treasure there, he Fustora and shot a blue thing, and then he used the blue. It was just very cool how they used transitioning of very cool editing. I was very, very excited by this. Wait a minute, Bethesda did Hasuna. Did that? Who did that? Who did this game?
That was Ninja Theory.
Oh, but it was a Microsoft exclusive. Yeah.
Yeah, Hellblade. Yeah, it's a exclusive now to Xbox.
Yeah, I played it on PC. It was great.
It was originally on PlayStation, but then it came to PC and then Xbox. Now it's fully owned by Xbox.
Yeah, that's true. Wow. Oh, Neo 2, my love. That's oh, I'm addicted to Neo 2, guys. Like horribly, majorly addicted. If you didn't know that, just let you know I'm majorly addicted to Neo 2. What else is going out there in the news? We really have, this is kind of like just we're just gonna sit here and chat and chill today. Don't really have anything really. Work has been nuts for me lately. It's just been crazy. So, but we got Microsoft. We have the biggest news is probably Microsoft and Bethesda. What we have coming out? Oh! Let's talk about the Switch Pro. What's Switch Pro that is possibly announced this year? Are you buying one of them?
I was actually thinking about it. Like, it was all rumor at first, but like a lot of higher ups are talking about it, and even I know BioWare was talking about it. They even said that they would literally bring over Mass Effect the Legendary Edition over to the Switch if they upgraded the hardware.
That'd be great. That'd be so cool. Which it's supposed to be able to. It's supposed to be able to play in 4K. The new Switch Pro, which would be cool. Oh my god, could you imagine?
720 in handheld though, from what I've been reading up on.
Which is fine. I mean, that makes sense. I mean that sucks, but still, I mean, if they get rid of the LCD screen, which they'll move to an OLED screen, so you get your brighter brights and your darker dark, which is great. It will look nicer. From
what I've been hearing.
Right. So I hope they can do something with that with the OLEDs. Like I wish they had like prototypes to show around and whatnot, but they don't, of course. But it'd be so dope if we could see it. If we could get it. Yeah, Danny, that's why I'm kind of holding off on buying a Switch, because if the Switch does come out, if the Switch Pro doesn't come out, I don't want to just buy a Switch and be stuck with a freaking Switch. So I'm kind of like just biting biting the bullet, because I really like to have a Switch just to kind of like play some games. But it'd be dope like if they had games that hit the Switch, like Legendary Mass Effect Legendary Edition, or whatever, some other BioWare games like Dragon Age, because then you can just like go to the bathroom and just like hang out in the toilet and at work and pretend like you're going to the bathroom, but like actually play a video game. I mean, that's what I would do, because why not? Actually, I wouldn't do that. Fall asleep and your legs get tired. But I don't know. I hope this is not a rumor. This is something that we've been, I've been looking at in terms of like, what's coming out there and what's actually happening. So hopefully we get to see A Switch Pro. A Switch Pro.
God, almost tongue tied there.
I'm always tongue tied.
So now I got a question for you. I'm going back to the whole Xbox, situation and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that they can acquire Ubisoft?
Ubisoft?
Yes.
I don't know. I think Ubisoft needs it.
8 billion. They're only worth $8 billion.
I think Ubisoft needs to be acquired.
Yes, they definitely do. And if they get, like, if you think about it, if they do get acquired by Microsoft, they would have better tech for their games along the way, and they would be less buggy. And I'm pretty sure Microsoft will step in to, make sure that they take their time with the games, higher quality games.
There was a rumor, I think we discussed it a while ago, Microsoft was already in discussion to grab them. And right now there's actually three companies that Microsoft was looking at. And I don't know if it was Ubisoft was on there, or there was like 4 or 5 companies that they were looking to buy. I don't know if Ubisoft was on there. It'd be great. Sleek mentioned before if they could grab Sega. It'd be so cool if they could grab Sega too.
Yes. Oh yeah, definitely. There's a lot of great games for Sega.
But I would love to see the games I would like to see Microsoft grab would definitely be Sega, definitely Ubisoft. And there was also talks of them grabbing EA. So
right there would be massive if
that'd be so huge. It's like EA would have to EA like CEO and all that would have to start crapping themselves. They'd be like, they're gone. It's like, listen, you make horrible decisions. You're crap. We're gonna take your freaking EA game, your soccer, your football and sport games, and not make them freaking casino like anymore. So and actually make them good sport games. So I don't know. So hopefully, and this is what CNN says. CNN says they should buy Sega. I agree. Konami could be huge if they buy Konami. Dude. Warner Brothers Interactive. Take Two. Oh my gosh! Yes, remade. Xbox, yeah, that'd be cool.
Hideo Kojima make it.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so dope. Yes. Get back to its roots, because 5 was okay. I played 5 for a little bit, but.
Right back at Konami, just a jab right back at Konami after the way that he was treated.
Yep, I agree.
But yeah, man, Konami, Sega, Ubisoft, EA. But I definitely do agree they do need some more Japanese studios, because I would love to see more anime style games come to Xbox.
Yeah, I would too. More anime style. Yeah, I don't think there's enough out there. I mean, I'm not a big fan of I used to be big into JRPG and anime games, but I don't know. I kind of lost interest in them. But it would be cool to see. I don't think there's enough on there. They kind of all fall to the PlayStation and Nintendo and the PC. But I haven't really seen many on the Xbox really at all. So I don't know. Was Genshin Impact on the Xbox?
Not yet.
No, right?
No. I don't even think it's on the I might be wrong. It might be on the Switch. But I don't think
I know it's on the PS4. It's also on the PS. It's on the PC. But yeah, I don't think it's on the Xbox. But that's like a JRPG, action RPG, like a JRPG, I guess. And that was one game I was gonna get into. I liked it. And then as I more got into it, I'm like, this is just a mobile game on a PC. And you can just tell, it has all the mobile feel. It was a very cool game. Otherwise, in terms of combat, I like the combat and the combinations you could do, but I just, it didn't hold my attention enough. It still has a great following. It has I think 12,000 viewers consistently. So that's very cool. I like that. But, I like to see that it does well. This is a game I'm just gonna get into. I couldn't get into it. And this kind of stinks. But what do you do? Can't play every game, I guess, right? No. But we got coming up next. We got where's some things we have coming? We have Outriders in less than a month, right? We
have that. We have Nier coming out soon.
Ooh, yeah, Nier's gonna be good. Oh my god, we have like less than 3 weeks now to the launch of Outriders.
Yep.
So
be a lot of hours put into that game for me.
I think so for me too. I also feel like I was playing it the other day and I was just running around my Devastator and I was playing around with my what the hell was it? What the hell? The Technomancer. I'm like, the game is cool, but I can't help but feel it's kind of meh at the same time. I'm like, I like it, but why does it feel? I hope that when we get through to like level 30 and we hit end game, it kind of loses that meh feeling for me, and end game kind of like opens up the whole game. Because right now I just feel like I'm playing a generic ARPG with some really cool powers and great gunplay. The story is cool, but like once everything else is happening, I'm like, this just feels like any other ARPG that I have played before, and I really hope Endgame changes that. Because if Endgame doesn't change that, I probably won't be playing it after I beat the game. Unfortunately.
Especially
so
with the whole difficulty settings as well.
That's true.
That they'll make different varieties of enemies. Hopefully, like
I hope they do.
Of course, they're gonna be. I'm pretty sure they're gonna upscale the enemies, of course. But
yeah, they will. I mean, everything will go up with the what the hell is it called? Oops, I'll try to translate our logo. Yeah, because I was looking for a logo the other day so I can make something. I mean, it looks cool. I mean, it plays good. Like, it plays really good for a demo. There is some clunkiness to it. I was using the Devastator the other day, and I was using his ability where you jump up in the air and then shoot down at people. It was just it's very clunky. And you can tell even when like you dash at the guy and land on top of them, like it just feels really choppy in certain things. So I'm hoping because it's just a demo and once they release it, it's a little bit more polished, but there's definitely some issues with like abilities that are just weird. I'm like, why does this feel, and like I use it and I'm like, why does this feel so clunky? I'm like, this is way too clunky for me. And I get turned off by it. I'm like, why? And I shouldn't, but I do. Like when I'm using it, I like to use that ability a lot, but I feel like it just loses its luster when you're using the ability, and it's just very clunky in certain ways. But otherwise, I think it's gonna be a very good game. I just hope the end game, like we played 7 levels. I'm like, okay, cool. And the 7 levels are fun. I could see it getting repetitive, just like I guess any other looter. It'll get very repetitive. Like if you've been watching my streams, all I've been playing is Neo 2. And what makes Neo 2 so great is this right here. For everyone who's listening, we're looking at a picture of all my loot I dropped on the ground because I had no more space, because I just hoard everything. So, but hopefully they get like this, and like with what's the name of the game? Outriders. Where you just become so loot heavy, you're just looking at all this different gear and whatnot. And I will say, like the beginning of gear seems cool. I haven't really chased after that much legendary because I mean, like it's cool, but it's only gonna be lasting you for a little bit. Once you actually get into the main game, like you get into the main game, and then after a few new levels, that legendary gear you had is gonna go away. Because you're gonna level up to like level 50 to level 15, and the level 7 the legendary you had is no longer good. So I don't know, but I really hope that the gear and the loot is something like Neo 2, because Neo 2 I could sit there and play for 17 hours the other day. Like that's how, like, I mean, give or take from peeing and eating, but that's how many hours I put into Neo just one day. I haven't done that with any game in a very long time. And that's why it's 205 hours in Neo 2 right now. So I'm hoping Outriders can give us the same type of play that I've only played for 12 hours, because it just doesn't grab me the way I want it to.
I mean, so also keep in mind it is a demo. They did address a lot of things. They also listened to players' feedback and fixed a lot of the stuff throughout the demo. And they, it definitely seems like they want the best overall experience for the game at launch for everybody.
Oh, I agree. They definitely do.
I definitely I could see them possibly coming out with patches and adding in more things along the way, possibly. Or I definitely like if the game does blow up and it becomes huge and massive. I'm like how we talked about beforehand. They can bring in expansions along the way, and don't forget there is also going to be set gear and stuff, which you'll be able to make unique builds and stuff along the way for that.
Right. The builds look cool. Like my Devastator, I want to go for like a vampire tank. Where I'm just tanked as all hell, and I just go in and just take your health and just regenerate health the whole time. I just want to be like that type of tank. You just want to go punch people in the face and never die. I think that'd be great for like, support, and then I'll probably make another one where I'll just be like able to take damage and do damage and be like a solo type tank, because you'll be able to solo expeditions in the end game, which is very cool. And they say, but you better have the build for it, which is cool. I'm looking forward to that. I love the solo. I like to see how far I can get while soloing. I wonder if there's gonna be type of speed runs or flawless runs. Like I'm looking forward to what type of end game is going to be. But overall, I just can't help but feel like I feel like I'm playing like whatever right now. So I'm hoping once the full game opens up, it just drops that feeling I'm having. I need to see more of the game now, and that's why I haven't really played the demo, because the demo is just like it's cool, but I'm like, all right, I want more of the game now. Like you tease me now, give me more. It's like you dang on that piece. Like that's why I really played it, because I don't want to play. I haven't really going nuts over because I didn't want to like burn out on it and then not want to care about didn't want to care about playing the game when it first launched. So all I know is that Neo 2 and this is gonna rule my world. It definitely is.
We definitely need more games like Neo. Oh, wait. Now that I think about it, we could talk about Borderlands 3.
Trackshot says he thinks the Trickster needs. You know what? You're not the first time. You're not the first person who said that. There's actually been a lot of people on Twitter and the forums saying that the Trickster is a little too powerful, and I totally agree. Like I grew up with a few times. And I'm like, whoa, this guy is ridiculously overpowered. I'm like, it's ridiculous. I'm like, you could solo the whole game with like one ability.
Yeah, you were seeing me play like the last.
Oh my god, you were playing one, and then my buddy Rob was playing one. I was like, geez.
I'm pretty sure they will tone them down a little bit, but I think like the more you progress, it's gonna be a lot harder to use that character, because you got to think about it. Like there's enemies that can literally probably bum rush you, and there's no way to stop them along the way. And like when you're in a harder difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
And even the bubble probably won't even save you from the Trickster.
We really don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, that's true. So I guess we'll see what's coming in the very soon of things, I guess. Hopefully it's good though. Like what I want this out of, I want it to be the looter shooter I've been waiting for. Like Division 2, quenched my thirst for a while. I played it for a long time. I have like almost 400 and some odd hours into that game. Pyromancer did feel lackluster. Fate, yeah, it did. I'm reading his message, that's why I said Fate. But yeah, Pyromancer did feel lackluster. I didn't like the Pyromancer. It's my least favorite class. I was like, I feel like
this is the way that I look at it. I think along the way, like the more you progress with that character, it's gonna start off slow, and it's gonna be like let's think of like other MMOs, for example. Usually when you start off with like a sorcerer class,
and they're always slow.
Once you get up to like the end game, that's when they become really good.
That's true. That is true. But I was hoping if it would be a little bit different, I'd just come out and just go blow things up, like, because I'm a freaking pyromancer. Like I'm shooting fire for freaking breakfast, literally. but that didn't happen. But which is cool. That's fine. Whatever. I mean, we saw what 4 main quests and 4 side quests and 7 levels and 5 world tiers. Like, we still have lots to see, which I'm excited for. So I'm looking forward to actually jumping in and playing the next 23 levels and getting my guns up to like level 50. Like Neo 2 is my Diablo 2. Like if you've played like original Diablo 2 and then you just look at Neo 2, it's just that satisfying loot grind is there. Like it quenches it so good, and it never lets go either, because there's so many different combinations and builds that you could do. It's absolutely amazing, and I love every second of it. And I'm hoping that Outriders does the same thing in the sense of a shooter, because where Neo is like your slasher, this is your shooter, unless you have a really good skill or heart or built up, and then you can use your guns and your bows, and it becomes a shooter pretty quickly. And it's like, oh look, I'm shooting this game, because you're overpowered. Oh, it's gonna be crazy. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully Outriders does well, guys. And what about Borderlands 3? You have Borderlands 3?
The director's cut.
Director's cut. So what is actually in the director's cut?
From what I've seen, it's extra missions and also another raid.
So let's see.
I don't know everything behind it, because I just seen it on Twitter earlier today, and I sent it to you, and it's getting delayed until
April, right? April 8th, they said. So this is getting delayed until April 8th. So this is going to have, if you already know, there's a second half of the season pass to alongside Designer's Cut, all of which are included in the Borderlands 3's Ultimate Edition. That's cool. So you get to meet the Hemovorous Invincible. He's a VAR kid who drops some of the best loot in the game, provided you can actually kill her. That's cool. It's a raid boss. One of the greatest endgame challenges a veteran Hulk can find, especially with her fearsome strength, scales both your character level beyond 35 and your active mayhem mode level. So that's cool. Better bring some friends around, be ready to get caked in Varkid guts. It's going to be a mess. It's going to get messy. That's cool. Ava's murder mysteries and behind the scenes content. It says Ava's convinced she has led on some potentially supernatural slayings and has decided to document her findings in a serialized podcast form. Oh boy. Join her and other familiar faces to go gun-toting co-hosts for a series of new story missions to take on Pandora, Promethea, Eden 6, and Necrotafeo. Okay. Special guest Randy Varnell, head of the Gearbox Story Group, returned to Borderlands show to delve into the details of the mission. So that's pretty cool. So it's like this whole like murder mystery, trying to figure out what's happening, I guess, with these murders. Vault cards. What are vault cards? 3 new challenge-based progression tracks will unlock bevy of themed cosmetics, plus some supremely powerful gear that scales to your level, all managed via a new tab in the Echo device. Oh, the first of the 3 vault cards will launch as part of director codes, featuring the items that honor some of the franchise's most beloved fallen heroes. The remaining 2 vault cards are scheduled to launch by the end of 2021. Vault card content can be activated at the end of at any time once released. When you complete the vault cards are available, when multiple vault cards are available, you have the option to select which one you want to activate. When you have an active vault card, wow, if I could read, guys, when you have an active card. Wow. When you have a vault card active, I kept putting active next behind a card. I don't know what the hell is happening there. When you have a vault card active, you'll be presented with the 3 daily challenges and 1 multi-tiered weekly challenge that will grant a sizable chunk of XP when completed. There's also a selection of 100 unique challenges to pull from. So you never know exactly what each day or week may bring, because they offer method gaming, another method for gaining XP. Completing vault cards will also help you level your character faster. So that's cool. New way to level, I guess. I would be cool. That's just very cool, I guess. That's pretty cool. It's giving you a new way to level, it sounds like. And it's giving you some powerful rewards, it sounds like, from as well as scaling with your level. So if you're like level, I don't know, 70, you're gonna get like that level 70 gear, which is pretty cool. I likes it.
Definitely be pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. What else is going on with here? Multiverse Disciples of the Cosmetic Packs. Wait, are these season 2 with the newly... The 4 packs, Saint... Man, that's freaking... whatchamacallit? Micro fucking transactions, excuse my language. It's just for, I guess... So the full so as long as you own the season 2 pass of Borderlands 3 Ultimate Edition, or so season 2 pass, you can actually you'll get the Multiverse Disciples of all Vault cosmetic packs, or you have to purchase them separately. I guess if you're into the whole cosmetic nonsense, you can buy them, which is cool, I guess. What is this? Also on the horizon, this seasonal event. That's February. This is old news. So, we don't care about that. That's old. That already ended. They posted this to February 10th. Wow, we're like a month late with this news. But we don't really follow Borderlands, so. But that's pretty cool, though. I mean, it's exciting. So that's good to see. I haven't heard about that. Well, there you go. You got Borderlands 3, the director's cut, coming April 8th with a slew of content. It looks like good amount. I wouldn't say a slew, but a good amount of content. The new raid's cool if you're doing raid content. The side missions of Ava Murder Mystery is pretty cool, and the vault cards sound like an interesting way to level up your character. I think that's neat. So. Borderlands 3 looks cool. We were playing Borderlands 3 for a little bit. We should go back and play it for every now and then.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm down. Plus, we need to get caught up to endgame.
Oh my gosh, endgame is like so far away. Like I don't think we're in the middle of the game.
We're not even in the middle now.
What else we got here, man? Oh, there's a lot of stuff. I want to talk about let's talk about Wasada really quick. I don't know if anyone's heard about this. I know I talked about it a few times. I just kind of like want to get it out there because this is a really good site. I don't know if anyone's heard it. I'm gonna drop it in both Glimish and both Twitch chats. I don't think I mentioned that. If you're watching, we're also live on Glimish.tv /Driven Birddragon, and if you're watching on Glimish, we're live over on twitch.tv /Driven Birddragon. So on Thursdays on a restream to Glimish and Twitch, but every other day I'll be strictly on Twitch. But I think it's going smooth. So if it's going smooth and working good, maybe I'll stream to both. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about. So Wasada, if you are just like looking for a place to just do like streaming, gaming, building a gaming community, this is where you go. Like, Twitter's great and all. I like Twitter. Twitter's cool. It's fun. But there's a lot of nonsense, a lot of just garbage on there, politics and other just toxic crap that's there. This has a good following right now. It's feel like it's growing every day. There's more users coming onto it every day. The community team is very strong. Like Wasada Ross, he's, him and I talk a lot. He's a very chill dude. I've been able to give like input to the site and be part of the early access. I think form a gaming site and a gaming type Twitter site. It's very, very cool. I'm really looking forward to see where they go with it. And I'm looking forward to their roadmap. They actually had a really good roadmap. Which was very cool. Right now, they got the mobile app for iOS and Android, which already got out for Q1. But by the time Q1 ends and Q2 start, you can have this party play, which looks really neat, where you can be able to join parties inside the mobile app. You have super communities, which are like forums and party play streamers, so you can join up and hang out with your streams. People who are dreaming like Super Smash Brothers or community focused games, things like that. I don't know what sub communities are. I guess those are like forums inside your communities or sub communities inside your community. Party play update. There's some updates coming out. A credit system, which I was looking forward to. I don't know what this actually does. That's like a credit system. Is that like microtransaction? Is it something you can use to buy certain merch? So that's pretty cool. And then the party versus party desktop and mobile. So hopefully, you know, I love the web browser app. I would love to see like a desktop app for Wasader too. So if you have never heard of Wasader, check it out. It's Wasader, app.wasader.gg. A very, very chill website. Like they already have communities here. You can actually go ahead and create like a community of like what you want. Like you can make I think I'm in a few communities. I don't really use them though. Just because they're not really focused on what I'm looking for. Like I need to build one for Neo. I used to have one for Final Fantasy 14, but I kind of stopped playing that. I'm sorry, everyone who I was playing Final Fantasy 14 with. But I pop in every now and then and play, but I just lost interest in MMOs. And you can actually look for communities. Like, you know, you want to be a Rocket League, you want to play Rocket League, you want to do, you know, this one's actually a big one, the Becky's Coffee Shop. She's been an official partner since day one. I don't know how to become a partner. I would love to become a Wasader partner. That'd be so cool. But it has like all these different parties, like Twitch streamers, GTA 5, and it just had different places you can, you know, look for different things. It's really small right now. I don't think many people actually use this. Actually, I'm lying. There's 79 pages, so a lot of people use this. But I'm definitely gonna be looking to make one for Neo 2 and ARPGs. Because, well, Neo 2 and ARPGs are my life. Like, I love ARPGs. So I highly recommend checking it out. And then you also have chats. You have like instant messaging. It's a little sluggish right now, the website right now. So I don't know if they're doing maintenance on the back end and whatnot, but usually it's pretty quick. But definitely check them out. I think they're a cool place. Have you checked them out yet, Fate? I know we talked about it a few times. I don't know if you popped over and checked them out.
Yeah, I got a profile set up.
Oh, that's right. You did make a profile. Yeah. I like them. They were in like an alpha stage for a while and they're finally in early access. I think they're ready to actually come out very soon. Okay, click right here to see the roadmap, but I'm silly. So it's very cool. And the app is actually really nice too. I love their gaming app, or their app altogether. And it has a lot of good features to it. It's very neat. It has like it's like Twitter for gamers. It's the best way I can put it. It's Twitter for gamers. If you like posting, you know, on Twitter, I think you'll really enjoy this, because this is just really a good platform, and it just gets rid of all the nonsense, guys. It gets rid of all, and it's just really, like, it's just gamers and streamers and gamers and streamers that are just there. Like, you're not out. I don't have to see flow. I don't care about flow. I don't care. But you get like stuff like this. You get live. You get food porn. You lose a lot of the toxicity that's there. But you don't have big people like this on here. But it's just a great little small community right now that I hope will grow and become bigger and great for streamers. So that's what I'm hoping for. But that's Wasader, guys. Wasader, app.wasader.gg. Check them out. It's free to sign up. Worst that can happen, you don't like it. Actually, I think I have a referral code I can give you guys. I don't know what the hell it does, but I actually don't know what it is. But here, there you go. You can sign up here. And people go, I don't know, check it out. See what happens. See if you like it. If you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. I would love to hear why. Anyway, that's Wasader. So, what you got going on, Faye? What you been playing?
What have I been playing? I have been playing Diablo 2. Well, not Diablo 2. Diablo 3, Cyberpunk, and Resident Evil 3 as of late.
I was watching play Resident Evil 3 today. The remake looks good.
Yeah, I really enjoy it, but I'm gonna be completely honest. I like the original better.
Yeah, that's what I heard about Resident Evil 3. That the original was better. They cut out stuff or changed stuff, or they did something with it. If I remember reading correctly,
they cut out quite a bit of things for the game. It was a lot of the major elements and stuff that was in the original, like some of the major stuff, like I think it was like a few bosses that got cut out. And I don't want to go into full detail because of spoilers, just in case if somebody hasn't, fully played it. But
right.
Yeah, they definitely did cut out It'll cut out quite a bit of stuff.
Damn. That's crazy.
Don't get me wrong, the game's fun. The game's really good, but the original's better.
It looked like. Yeah, I mean, it looked like fun. I mean, I never beat the original, so I can't really talk. And I put a lot of hours. I just never beat it because that's why I never beat games. I don't like beating games. Once it's end, that's it. It's the end of the game. I never want to play it again. Once I usually beat a game, unless it's like a grindy game like Neo or something like that, I'll continue to play it. But I'll have to check it out. I actually have most of the Resident Evil games. I still play them. But Diablo 3 was one I could never get into. I didn't like what they did with it. It was too bright and happy. Look at him looking at freaking Twitter feed. It was too bright and happy for me. I didn't care about the whole way it looked and whatnot. It was just kind of not my deal. I was like, Diablo 2 was so dark and fun, and then Diablo 3 was just like, they're unicorn level. I was like, wait, what? And it's just like I couldn't. And while I appreciate the creativity, it just kind of turned me off of the game completely. And the whole launch of the game was just a mess.
Oh yeah, I remember when it first came out. It's definitely a pretty bad launch. And
yeah,
I heard a lot of stuff about the original base game for it. I didn't get into it until like Reaper of Souls came out, and then it came to consoles. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some stuff that I really enjoy for Diablo 3, but Diablo 1 and 2 was the best.
Yeah, no, it definitely was. Diablo 1 was good. I still thought Diablo 2 was better than Diablo 1. But definitely Diablo 1 was fun. The expansion of Diablo 1 I never played, but I played the hell out of Diablo 2. Yeah, I never played the first expansion or the expansion.
It was really good.
But otherwise, Diablo 2 remake, I know we discussed that last time, looks really good, so I'm waiting on that. So we got some few games coming up, but the one game that has my total attention right now is Neo 2, guys. Like, I can't even tell you. Like, I'm actually thinking about doing a giveaway for it, and giving away 2 copies because it's so good. That's how good it is. I'm willing to give it away twice. It's so good. I think honestly, Neo 2, as of right now, to this day, is the best action RPG looter. Like, there is no other game that I've played that even compares to it in terms of combat, creativity and builds, difficulty, the artwork, the music. Like, there's no other like third-person action RPG looter, slasher looter that I have played that has been so engaging and engrossing and so much fun. Like, Neo 2 is just by far the best. It's just, dude, it's beautiful.
I kind of beg to differ on that one, just a tiny bit.
Which one?
Grim Dawn.
Oh yeah, but that's an isometric though. I'll agree with you there. I mean, isometric wise, that's the best. That's the best one, hands down. But we're talking about like difficulty and Souls-like type game. This is hands down the best one.
Oh yeah.
So,
of course.
But yeah, I agree with you. Grim Dawn, in terms of like isometric action RPG, like between like Path of Exiles, even the original Diablo 2, I think Grim Dawn takes the cake. Like, it's just so good. And even that, I have 231 hours in that game. It's just ridiculously good. And this game is so underrated too. It doesn't have a big following like PoE. I don't know if because it's not free or because of just what PoE does. I think people like to chase seasons. It's also that, you know, Path of Exiles, you have the seasonal content that comes out, the leagues that come out over and over and over again. It's just, it's you know, it keeps you engaged. Where once you hit end game inside of Grim Dawn, there are no seasons, there are no things reason why to go to, you know, you're chasing after gear to build your build, but there's nothing really to keep you like seriously going in the game besides chasing after monitors to build your build, which is kind of like Neo 2, but Neo 2 just adds the difficulty of the challenge for it. And Neo 2 has a lot of other stuff going on behind the scenes with your build and whatnot. But this otherwise, like the end game, actually the Shattered Realms and Grim Dawn are actually very cool. That is kind of like a endless dungeon, I guess, in a way. Like if you play Final Fantasy 14, or the Division 2 and the stupid skyscraper new mode that they put in. It's just like well, that has 100 floors. But Final Fantasy 14 also has 100 floors, and you just keep going up. It's endless. It's just going and 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 going. If you get my point. Yeah, exactly. But it's very good. It's the Grim Dawn. I highly recommend playing. And this game's always on sale. Like the developers are so confident in their game that you're gonna love it. They put this game on sale for like $5, the base game. I highly recommend grabbing this game if you see it on sale. It's worth it's $25. It's worth buying it for $25. But if you don't want to get it for $25, wait for the sale. It's $5 usually on sale for the base game, and then the complete edition or definitive edition is usually $60. You can usually get the 50% off when it's on sale, which is really worth it too because it's really good. And they just released the last update. This is just so good.
Completely honest though, Path of Exile 2 looks like it's gonna be pretty good.
It does, but I don't know enough about Path of Exiles 2. It's just kind of out there. Like they dropped the name to get you hyped. Like, yeah, Path of Exiles 2! And that was it. I was like, oh, okay. That's cool.
There's a gameplay preview for it.
Is there?
Yep.
I don't read. Oh, here we go. Gameplay preview. Let's see what we got.
So today we're going to do a short demo of some of the content we have in this build of Path of Exile 2. We're starting here at about level 11.
I can get rid of those black bars.
Right away as Jonathan plays with the graveyard, you're going to notice the massive improvements we've made to the Path of Exile engine since 3.0's.
Wow, the graphics look much better.
All use physically based rendering, which gives the whole game a realistic look. We have new main character class models with all new animations and completely new item based types. Most of these have physics.
The UI looks a lot better too, in my opinion.
It does. Oh, turret user, that's cool.
We put a lot of work into updating the skill effects throughout Path of Exile. For example, when you fire a split arrow, you really feel the individual arrows because some stick in the walls and others bounce off realistically.
I mean, I'll definitely give this game a go.
I mean, it's gonna be free to play, so I'll give it a go too.
Yeah. Meaningful boss encounters along the way.
It looks great.
An NPC who has lost his family.
Man, it looks like fun.
So I'm pretty sure that this might come out within the next year.
That'd be cool.
I definitely think they're taking their time on it. From what the website says.
Well, Grinding Gear Games is a no joke developer. Like, they're awesome. They put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into Path of Exiles, and that's why I do like playing. Is because they make a very good game. Like, they don't make a crap game. It's like, oh, here you go. And their seasons come out, pretty consistently, but they're always imagining something new for it. And I've at least never played a season that was crap. I mean, I enjoyed every season I played, or league, I should say. So I mean, I don't know how hardcore, how a hardcore player feels about Path of Exiles in the leagues, but as someone who plays it casually, I've enjoyed it.
There is going to be 19 new Ascendancy classes.
Wow.
It says Path of Exile 2's characters are a new set of exiles who fall in the same archetypes as those in the original game. As such, they can pick from a set of 19 new Ascendancy classes that differ from the old ones that are still available in the Path of Exile 1 campaign.
That's crazy. Wow, so they're bringing all the old classes in plus more.
And they're adding a new skill gym system as well, apparently.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's what we're looking at right now.
Want to have more than one primary attack skill.
I like the way it looks. It's much better than actually what's just on like the gear. It's a nicer UI.
Yeah, it definitely is.
The thing I'm really happy about though is you don't have to
yeah,
screw
this
around
game
with your
definitely
gems
has
all the time
my
when you're changing items.
you know, I have my
Check out
eyes
this
on the
bow
game.
here. The socket colors you get still come from your items, but now every single bow that drops will have exactly 4 green sockets.
Oh.
I really want to see
Swap this
more
bow
for
with
it
this
over
other
time.
one we have found, and we don't have to mess around with our gems. As we swap
Kind
between the bows,
of
we
like
can see at a
has like
glance all
for the
DPS values
the
for our
inventory.
skills
Kind of
updated.
reminds me
It's
of
still
like
possible to
Diablo 2
fine-tune socket
style.
colors and items when you need to.
Yeah, it's more Diablo. I mean, Grim Dawn was a little bit like this, but then they expanded a lot, which I appreciate very much. The expansions of inventory, you get the main and then like 3 or 4 more buckets with it. So, which is very cool.
Some of you will be wondering about skills like auras. A lot of the time in the old skill system, you'd throw a few gems together in a 4-link with few or no support gems.
I really like Path of Exile. This is a very cool game overall.
The answer is meta gems.
What else we got? I just want to see more of the gameplay preview. Wait, he said something about meta gems.
You can see at a glance all the DPS values for our skills updating.
Oh wow, check that out.
It's possible to fine-tune socket colors and items when you need to, but because everything that drops has fixed sockets, it's way easier to just...
So that's like, I like that. So he's saying that everything that drops in Path of Exiles now, dude, has fixed sockets. So you're always like, if something drops, it'll always be like the bows that drop always be green, 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 red, green. Like it's not gonna be like green, blue, red, blue, green. It's gonna be whatever drops, whatever it has fixed sockets. That's cool.
Yeah, I like that.
It's now impossible to socket...
Because it was kind of a
First one.
Yeah, it was kind of a pain in the butt. It was like, oh, let me. I have this green and blue, but I can't really use a blue because I don't have a blue. It was like, it got really kind of crazy. So that's interesting.
A huge upgrade compared to the first one, because I had the same issue as you.
Yeah, it took me a long time to learn, and I honestly don't remember much. I played it for a good while, but then I kind of lost interest in it. Because oh, go ahead.
The number one thing that intimidated me from the game was the passive tree.
Oh, honestly, I think Grim Dawn's worst, but I eventually got the hang of it. It wasn't that bad. I honestly feel Grim Dawn's constellation tree is a hell of a lot worse, and to really tie everything together and what you're building, because everything you're building inside Grim Dawn can tie somehow to a constellation, and then there's active abilities inside the constellation you can tie a skill to, which will make it completely affect differently. I don't know. I always felt like the Grim Dawn skill tree was more complex in working around your builds compared to the passage tree and Path of Exiles. That's my opinion. I don't know. Path of Exiles, I was nearing end game, and I was like, all right, it's not that bad. And now Grim Dawn, I'm at end game, and the amount of times I'm removing points from my constellation to move things around, to add other points to it, to making sure that my build lines up with everything I'm choosing, or I'm removing points. It just as you're getting gear, you're changing things around. I guess it's really, really, really in depth and complex with Grim Dawn build. I think that's the best isometric ARPG. It's just after a while, like, I lose interest in games like this. I have to say, I feel like I don't know what level his character is right now, but I feel like it's much slower pace.
Yeah, I think it's a local character.
Okay, I was gonna say it seems like it's really slow because I was nearing end game and like it was so fast paced. Path of Exiles with my summoning Rage Spirit build. I was like, I had skulls off the screen killing things for me. And I'd walk over there and there's things I could pick up. I'm like, oh, okay. You killed all the stuff over here. I didn't even see it happen. And that was one thing I didn't like about Path of Exiles versus Grim Dawn. Like Grim Dawn, when you have necromancers out, they can only go so far with you. They can go so far without you. And if they go too far, they actually walk back to you. You can't send them off screen and go fight for you. They actually have a certain distance you can send them to go fight. Where in Path of Exiles, I have freaking orbs flying up the screen. I have skulls flying up the screen. I have everything flying up the screen. They're killing enemies I don't even know exist over there. And I'm walking, and I'm like, oh, look at all those loot. Which is cool, I guess, because it makes it. But at the same respect, it's just kind of like it becomes too fast paced, where you kind of lose like the appreciation of fighting those enemies because, well, everything was so fast. Everything got killed in 2 seconds. Where Grim Dawn, not to say it doesn't get fast, it does. I feel it slows it. It's slower in terms of level 12. In terms of it's slower, and in terms of difficulty, it's harder because of that. You don't have that crazy fast gameplay and killing things off screen. You're fighting everything right there with you. You can only go so far with your pets off screen. So I feel like the difficulty is there more with Grim Dawn.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't seem as fast paced as the original. I noticed that a little bit.
Yeah, it feels like it's. I don't know if because he's level 12. I felt even at level 12 in the original Path of Exiles, I was moving pretty quick. I was just ripping everything apart. I'm like, why? I was like, why is everything dying so fast? Like, I feel like this is
really cool looking.
Yeah, he is really cool looking. This looks pretty cool. I want to check. Hopefully release it soon. We can play it. If you could pull me from my seat from Neo 2, I'm just addicted to that game. I'm so addicted.
Yeah, I'm gonna be hopefully getting that soon. I really want to get it.
This is really cool though. I mean, the boss fights look cool so far. The abilities look really dope. Like, I like how he's like dashing across the screen like that and it makes that trail of his body. I like that. Like when you're using your mouse on, like, has the mouse trail. That's cool. This is a very cool class he's playing too. It's like a gunner. Kind of just kiting this dude around. He's like, yeah, you can't get me. Lachlan of Endless Laminate. I don't know. This hopefully will be cool when it releases. You said probably within the next year?
Yeah, I have a feeling it'd probably be within the next year. If not, if they release it this year, that'd be pretty cool. But I want them to take their time with it and bring out a good quality product. Because it got announced in, I think, 2018, 2019, so.
Yeah. No, I hear that, man. I hear that. All right, so that's cool. Hopefully we'll see it soon. And they're making a mobile version of this too, aren't they?
I don't know.
I thought I saw Path of Exiles mobile when they were announcing their whole thing last year.
Yep, Path of Exile mobile official announcement.
Which I'd probably play, to be honest. Because this is probably like the only type of mobile game I would actually play is like a isometric ARPG.
Yeah, I'd totally play that, but I played on PC through BlueStacks.
Oh, yeah. No, I wouldn't do that. But no, I know what you mean though. Like, this would be great to just lay in bed and just like poke around, but boop, boop, and then fall asleep. Just be careful. If you have a heavy phone like I do and you're playing in bed like this, and you start to fall asleep and it goes boom, you're like, it's the worst thing ever. I did it the other night. I was texting my girlfriend like this, and then went boom. I was falling asleep. Hit me right in my nostrils, or right in my nose, right here. Hurt so bad. Yo, is that a druid? You see that?
Yep. It's a druid.
That's cool. There's like no cooldown on the spell. It's like, I want to be a bear. Okay, be a bear.
Druid's always been one of my favorite classes in a lot of these type of games.
No. What I do like about Path of Exile and I appreciate about Path of Exile is the whole gemming system is really cool, because you kind of pick a gem and just go with it, and build around that, which is kind of like same thing with Grim Dawn. You pick an ability, you kind of build around that, which probably how most ARPGs are. You kind of pick a skill and you build around it. But this one was really cool. I was like, oh, I want to be a druid. So you pick like a specific ability and just kind of like build around it and find what support items are gonna make it stronger, and the gear is gonna make it better. So it's very cool. I was gonna say the floral looks amazing. Like the grass for a my mouse is bothering me. For an ARPG, the grass looks amazing, dude.
Yep.
Or isometric, I should say, at least.
Now I wonder, is this like 4K graphics or if it's 1080?
I don't know. I don't have a 4K monitor, but I think it's 1080.
because that actually does look really good. I wasn't even paying attention to the way the grass looked. I was paying
Yeah, it's
like the
1080.
environments look really high detail too.
They do. Like they said they in the beginning. They said they're working with a new engine.
Did they?
So, it did. I forgot the name of it though. I think I started talking over it. But overall, it looks really good. The crow bell. Cause I need more crow bell. This dude's running away. That's hilarious. But yeah, no, this looks really good. Hopefully it does good, man. It'll be great to see it come out, and the Path of Exiles community has a new game that it can sit down and play with. I can't talk tonight, so that's cool. But I think we might call it a wrap here, guy. Well, what else you got? I'm thinking what else we got.
It looks like the Path of Exile 2 release date is between this year and next year.
Okay, so probably within the next year or so.
Yeah.
Like exactly like you said. Yeah. So cool deal. All right. So we got a new isometric ARPG to look towards too. That's cool. I'm excited for it. Looking forward to it. But dude, I think we're gonna wrap it up here, man. It's been I don't know how long I've been streaming. A while. I think it's been like almost an hour and a half, almost an hour and 10 minutes. I think that's good. But that was a fun little podcast. I'm sorry we didn't have show notes. It was a little crazy this week, so we kind of just went off the cuff. So I hope you guys enjoy. And next week we'll be back with show notes. We'll bring up some news and some dirt about some gaming stuff, and we'll make sure we'll be a little more prepared for the next show. I'm very sorry, work was just nuts this week. I didn't have time to breathe. I was late to all my streams this week because that's how crazy work was. So guys, we're gonna head on here. I think. Where can they find you, Fate? Tell everyone where you're streaming.
I am streaming on Glimish, which is glimish.tv/iDoctorFate, and my Twitter is iDoctorFate as well.
Excellent. And I'm Riven Brodragon. You can find me over on Twitch, on twitch.tv/Riven Brodragon. And on Thursdays, we do a restream of Twitch and Glimish, and I'm over on glimish.tv/Riven Brodragon and twitch.tv/Riven Brodragon if you want to check out Glimish while we're live on Thursdays. But make sure to check out my buddy Fate. He's an awesome dude. He's over on Glimish, which is it's an up and coming website that's brand new to the whole streaming platform. It's in alpha stages. If you want to check it out, glimish.tv is their website. What the heck? I don't know where I don't know. I heard myself. I'm not even on my channel. That was weird. Anyway, okay, that was really weird. But so check them out. They're very cool. If you're looking for a new streaming site, if you're a brand new streamer, it could be a place to grow. A brand new place to like start out fresh, or if you're a returning streamer, a good place to start out fresh. I would like to talk it up because it's good to make people aware of what's going on. Everyone, the biggest thing I think behind this is that it's on FTL. They reverse engineered Microsoft's FTL, Mixer's FTL, reverse engineered it, made it better, and made it open source to the public, which is very cool. And making improvements on it each day. The launch a week ago had a very rocky start, and as if you're watching on Glimish, they are in a very good place with it right now. You also get subscriptions right off the bat. If you're looking, hey, I want to fund my streaming hobby, I don't want to be an affiliate, I don't want a crazy contract that Twitch gives me. Well, Glimish has that option for you. Everyone gets subscriptions. There is no big company backing Glimish. There is no Amazon. There is no Microsoft. There is no Google. It's ran by a company and community ran. It's not like, no, I don't want to say that and make it sound like D-Live because it's not. But it's very their support is coming from the community, so they're relying on subscriptions. And if you want to support to the actual channel by signing up for being a supporter of the platform, subscribing to the monthly and things like that. So there's no big company backing them, no big investors backing them. So it's all backed by the actual company. They're actually very real, chill guys and gals that are running this. And it's very very exciting to see a new site up. So go check it out. What happens is you don't want to stream there. So, but guys, I appreciate you all hanging out. Fate and I appreciate you hanging out, chatting, lurking, chilling. It means a lot you spend your time here, and we will check you all out next time. Next time over on Glimish, the stream will be on glimish.tv/MoarDotsGaming is where the stream will be there. I may also do that for Twitch too. I'll probably make a MoarDotsGaming site for that. It's kind of like the MoarDotsGaming out there, because I'm Riven Berdragon. I'm Riven Berdragon of MoarDotsGaming, and we have Dr. Fate, who's Dr. Fate of MoarDotsGaming. So we'll probably use the MoarDotsGaming brand name for our podcast. Just so it just kind of like puts that whole brand together with the two people underneath it. So, but I appreciate it, guys. Thank you all so much for hanging out here. Fate, let's get on out of here, man.
All right. Take care, guys.